Hi, this is John Krasinski, Pittsburgh Soccer Now, with Marc Mandel, coach of Rock City Boom.
Yep.
You guys lowered the boom today on Pittsburgh City United. I mean, it's a new team coming into this match. They're not even in your division, but in the UPSL. But what did you know? What did you see from them that you thought would be difficult and dangerous?
So with them, they're like a younger team.
Right.
They're fast. They're physical. They play very well. It's always hours and get out and then have to try to play a game, especially when we didn't have much warm-up time. A lot of guys couldn't make our trip with weddings and other things. Some guys didn't even clear. Some guys didn't even clear. I know they had a couple guys that didn't clear on time to be able to play either. So trying to get everything together and bring it together, and after the field change, the time change, an earlier time didn't really favor us, but luckily we got a lot of experienced veteran guys who have played before, and we play to our strengths, and that's just hold the ball, try to move it, and capitalize on our chances.
Yeah, it was 0-0 at the half, but I mean, you could see maybe the physicality, a little bit more discipline on your side. I think felt like that kind of came into play.
Yeah. Young teams tend to get more hot-headed and they kind of lose their mind a little bit more than the older guys. The older guys do it just as like gamesmanship for the most part, get inside the heads and kind of create that. So yeah, having veteran guys totally helps out when it comes to that part, and they play to their strengths, which if we don't have the fitness, because we haven't really been training too often, we play to our fitness level and just move the ball pretty much.
How often do you guys, with a club like yours, do you train?
Well, now, because a lot of guys are from like all over, so we're not like actually like playing like in a traditional like UPSL season, and our RDSL season ended. So now trying to get guys to come out and train is hard with everybody's schedules, because they need the time off, and some guys go and they play indoor in the Major Arena Soccer League. So for us, it's hard to get together and train. So what I try to do is instead we set up a couple scrimmages to play, because it's easier to get guys to come out for a scrimmage where they know they're going to come out and play and not have to, so we're working on game fitness, getting guys in and out, so I try to get as much scrimmages as I can. But I mean, in season we're doing like 2 days a week, so and that's because just trying to get everybody together and the affordability of it.
Now, as this second half, so we're actually at halftime, you're 0-0. What were the adjustments made? I mean, you got a quick penalty early, and I think, kind of things moved
the adjustment
well
was they were playing a high line. So what we had to do is we had to drop back in, play it to our forward to allow them to drop in, and then we had to play it out wide. And that's kind of what we realized at halftime, is what we were saying is, look, we'll get it wide, but then instead of our forward just hanging up and trying to hit it over top, because I hate the long ball game. I hate when it gets into that, and it's just you end up running, and when you don't have any subs, you get tired easily. So it was to drop in and then play it out wide, and when we were able to do that and get everybody involved in the play, that's what helped us out. And
certainly,
when fatigue hits, people are going to foul.
And there was a lot of offside calls the first half. You were trying to diagonal balls, trying to get behind their last defender, but it was finally you were a little bit more patient in the second half.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Patience. They say patience is a virtue. So.
What about Gerber? I think he had 3 goals today. I mean, that was he was pretty much
Gerber was on the money. I mean, considering the size of the field is a little smaller than we're used to playing on. So I think this serves them a little better. Whereas us, like if we have with the pace that we have and stuff, if we have space, we're in. And that's where Gerber capitalizes. So he was a little limited on what he normally can do. So that's why, his third one was obviously on the PK. But, everything else, Gerber, he's a hard worker.
And it paid off.
Yeah, he deserves it.
Absolutely. And finally, you guys have a relatively new club, but you've had some run. You've had a U.S. Open run before, I believe, right? I mean,
correct. So some of us were involved. Myself and one of the other owners of the team, Nick Moisovsky. We started off with the Rochester River Dogs. So we did a run with the River Dogs back in the day, and then we switched over and rebranded as the Lancers, and then. I left the Lancers, and me and Nick got back together again, and we decided to do the Rock City Boom thing. So we're doing really well. Like I said, we did join the UPSL, but we came from the RDSL, and that's kind of like our bread and butter, because more than half the guys play for RDSL, and that's how it started us to help grow that league. So now we're in the UPSL. We've had we've been Western New York Division winners the last 2 years, and we've won a couple local cups. We had the Karochi Cup we won, and we won the Agnes Cup. So we have, some hardware, I guess.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
Well, Rochester's got some tradition in the Open Cup, that's for sure. So I'm sure you're hoping to get at least get into the proper tournament.
That's the plan. I mean, we would love to get there. There's some new teams popping up in our area that are pro teams, and we would love to try to get there and maybe face them in the first round and just show them, hey, we're the local guys that are here, and what we can do. So.
All right. Well, thank you for your time, and congratulations on the big win and a real good trip to Pittsburgh for you guys.
Thank you. I appreciate it, John.
All right. You're welcome.